Shawkat. He's the author of the best-selling book Breakfast with the Infidels, and he often writes about Middle Eastern politics and life in Cairo. And he joins us now live from the Egyptian capital. Nabil, thanks for your time tonight. How are the Egyptian people viewing this trial, and what will many consider justice?
First of all, there is a sense of excitement in the country. Like if you take a taxi, if you pass through a doorman, everyone talks about the trial. Some people were actually mentioning today that they should have taken the day off to watch it. As for what is the sense of justice, I believe that, at least in the case of Mubarak, some sentence have to be issued, and not just about corruption charges, which he's accused of, which carries about 5 to 15 years of prison. I think he will, the public opinion will want to see some indictment on the killing of the demonstrators, which can carry the death sentence.
Well, former President Mubarak has denied all the accusations that he's facing. What is the legal route from here? What happens under the Egyptian judicial system, and how long is it likely to take?
It might drag on for months, because as you've seen, they've started calling all these former officials, including the current military people from the current military council, and Omar Suleiman, who was vice president. So by the time the trial takes its course, it can be months.
How much is this trial, do you believe, going to help heal Egypt? How great is the risk that it may reopen old wounds and deepen divisions?
It is already doing some of the healing, because in recent weeks there have been a lot of tension between the military council that is practically ruling Egypt now and the revolutionary young people who are accusing the council of being slow at bringing people to justice. So this can help. It can also detract attention from the fact that we've also had a very divisive big demonstration, 1 million man demonstration by Islamic extremists, which set off the liberals on a tangent. Everyone was worried in the country. So the diversion is welcome at this moment. Yeah, regardless of the result of the trial, people need something to take out their mind from the real problems and serious problems facing Egypt.
Yes, you've mentioned these recent demonstrations, and I think the world saw that there were these demonstrations where the protesters have been annoyed at the slow speed of reform. How much pressure are the military leaders under to bring about change and to bring it about quickly?
They are under a lot of change, and the tasks they're asked to do seem sometimes to be beyond their capacity. That's why they act so slowly, and the slower they appear in the minds of the public, the more accusations they fall under. And so far, frankly, the military council seem to be losing the popularity that initially had in the country.
So, Nabil, 6 months since Mubarak's fall, how do Egyptians look back now upon his regime and what it meant for their lives under that rule?
Yeah, a lot of people in this country have been born in Mubarak's time, and there is a sense of bitterness, especially among the young. Like, I've seen some of the old people saying, well, he's an old man, we can let him go, but not so much among the young. The young are very bitter. There is a very strong sentiment against Mubarak, and people want to see some kind of punishment.
From someone who obviously knows the area so well, how difficult is it going to be to cure that bitterness, that resentment that you were talking about that is lingering there?
It's not just the bitterness. I mean, the bitterness can actually be cured once there is a sense of justice restored by passing a sentence against Mubarak, against the members of the old regime. But the real problem of the country is not in the sense of bitterness. Bitterness will wear off. The problem is that the bitterness is now turning against the military council itself, and there is a sense of divisiveness in the nation with the Islamists turning against the liberals and the liberals turning against the military council. We really have some serious issues. Bitterness is the easiest of these issues.
Nabil Shawkat in Cairo, I thank you very much for your time and for your insights tonight.